Hi.
Hello.
Hey, it's really exciting because new audiences are now going to get to meet America for the first time with the DVD release. And so I was wondering, like, how do you feel about a new audience getting to actually meet her and see her for the first time when they get to watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, I'm just it's pretty crazy to see how much people have loved the character and how they've received the character. And I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, I hope that they also really like America because I remember when the movie was first coming out, I was like, I hope people like the America. I hope people just like the story and overall, I hope that people liked all the little surprises and stuff because I think there's so much there that I feel even now people haven't even picked up on. I think there's little like clues in the background that people haven't really noticed yet. I feel like you should go back and check that out.
They'll sit with their DVDs now and have like a
And they'll
magnifying
be
glass on them. Like,
like, yeah.
well, and it's exciting because it's a big deal for comic movie fans because it's Sam Raimi coming into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's also a really big deal because we're meeting all these new characters. And so, did you know the Marvel Cinematic Universe before, or were you kind of just fresh into this and excited to join
Yeah.
as a new character?
I was a fan for a long time. I mean, I grew up with the characters, obviously. I it's been told to me like this entire day. It was just like you grew up and you didn't. There wasn't a moment where you weren't introduced to the MCU. Like it started when you were born. It's like whoa, that is very true. I haven't had a moment without the MCU. But I mean, I've been a fan of the comics. Sorry, not the comics. Yes, the comics, but also the movies.
Yeah.
I had action figures of the characters. I mean, Black Widow and I mean
Oh,
Doctor Strange. Also, I was a really big fan of that because it was so different than your average Captain America. He was like had all this kind of trippy stuff going on. I was like, whoa, that is so cool.
yeah, and I don't know if you can see her, but I am a Wanda fan. I have my little Wanda and Vision behind
Yes.
me. And so this movie was kind of cool because it's as you're watching it, you slowly realize that like the main characters are really Wanda and America instead of, completely focus on Stephen Strange and what he's doing. And so it was cool to see kind of like the dynamic between America and Wanda. And so what was kind of that relationship like working with Elizabeth and figuring out how these two characters
Well, yeah,
navigate this story?
it was kind of interesting because obviously, I mean, Elizabeth Olsen is an amazing actress and just a wonderful person in general. And just getting to watch her kind of transform into this Scarlet Witch was just really mesmerizing. But getting to work with her also on this level of just like, she's like, I am the thing that she's after. But also America kind of understanding, her and just like also just I mean, I gotta be flat out honest. Elizabeth just is absolutely the opposite of Wanda, but she embodies the character so much that when you talk to her and you are doing those scenes with her, it feels so real. And it's kind of scary, definitely scary for sure. But it was like everything that she said and did, it just like it made me feel like not bad for her, but I wanted to like me America, I like me as the actress playing America, I was like, take my power. um, but I mean, she's just a wonderful actress, and she was able to just transform completely.
Well, yeah, and it's I don't want to get into spoils, but at the end, it's one of the cooler moments of this movie when America is kind of the hero in her own way and is the one who figures out what needs to be done in order to kind of stop everything.
Yeah,
And so, was that important to you as a young actress to play these roles that are kind of because you went from the Babysitters Club to this, and both of those characters are very strong and know what they want to do, and it's really cool to see a young actress now play two parts that are kind of women who know what their goals are.
yeah. One thing about Dawn and America is that they're very optimistic, and when things they're what they are leaders in a sense. I mean, even though Dawn was not the leader of the Pacers
Yeah.
Squad, she's a leader in her own path, and they're whenever things kind of get in their way and things just are kind of crushing them down a little bit, they just keep going and they're very optimistic and power through. And especially in that last scene with Wanda, it was really I thought it was a wonderful idea that it was America who came up with the idea to not choose this kind of violent path and get in kind of butt heads with Wanda, but to show her what she actually wants. She wants to be with her children. Well, let me show you what that will look like, especially when they realize who you truly are.
Yeah, and
It was tough. It was tough to watch that, especially be in that moment where she was like, "What have you done?" I was like, "What did I do? What did I do?"
you're sitting there like, wait, what did I do? And she's like, oh, I was just kidding. I know, I got it. What's it's really fun also like following you on social media because you just seem to have a lot of fun, not only on set, but just like in general, you're always kind of out there enjoying yourself. And so is that sharing these like behind the scene things, but also you like getting to go on the cruise and doing all this stuff, is that something you like sharing with your fans to just kind of include them in this process? Because it's like I said,
Yeah.
it's fun to see you have fun on social.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is something that's really important for me is that, I mean, this is all like new for me. And I know that it's, from this kind of generation where everything's kind of not vlogged, but like, kind of recorded. So documented is what it is.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of documented so that people have these memories. And I think it's really important for me to not only show my memories, but share them with, people so that they can feel like they are a part of it and kind of know how it works as well. Because I think it's important that you see not only the actors being there themselves, but also showing the fun bits of it. Because I mean, a lot of it is lots of work, and it is some of the days are just so draining. You just like want to curl in your bed and just literally have a donut and just sit there. But it's important to show that, we're there for one another, especially with, Benedict Wong and Benedict and Lizzie, just showing that we were there and having fun there for one another.
Well, yeah, and you said Benedict Wong, and I was going to bring him up because I loved the press cycle, and like I did the press conference, so I saw you guys
Yeah.
interacting throughout the whole thing. And it's really fun to kind of see that dynamic. And was that nice for you as a younger actor, having someone like Benedict Wong kind of like looking out for you throughout this?
Yes, for sure. Especially during that time, it was really hard because there was lots of stuff going on, and being also put into the public eyes, a lot of work. And sometimes, people can kind of get lost in that. And it's really important for me that I stay true to who I am and I stay positive and happy and just have fun. And Benedict Wong is definitely the right person for that. He's constantly cheering me up and constantly making me just feel happy. And I think that's really important, especially in this craziness, just to be happy and have friends who are there that are actually there for you.
Yeah, and so kind of as a last little question, America joins a lot of younger superheroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. One of my little favorites is on my wrist. It's a little
No
Spidey.
way.
Yeah, I have my little Spider-Man. But so I was wondering who out of the younger heroes that are in the MCU are you most excited to hopefully work with as America?
Well, that's interesting. Because I have my go-tos, but they're not younger, they're older. Loki and Kang are definitely the ones that
Yeah, obviously. America just pops up into Loki too real quick.
I mean, Kate Bishop, I think would be fun. Obviously, I think America needs a friend. And
Yeah, and why not a friend with a dog?
exactly. But yeah,
Awesome.
Bishop.
Awesome. I'm so excited for everyone who hasn't gotten to meet her yet to meet America. I can't wait to see what you get to do with the character because I think you were so good in Multiverse of Madness.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful talking to you.
Of course. Have a great one.